Number 6, we have 6x minus 8 all over x squared plus x minus 20 plus 3 minus 7x all over x squared plus x minus 20. We're adding two fractions together. We have a common denominator, that is x squared plus x minus 20. Bring together our numerators. So since I have more than one term in each fraction, I'm going to place parentheses around that. So now that we're adding the two polynomials together, what we're going to do in the numerator is combine our like terms. Drop the parentheses, combine the like terms. So we're combining our x's and then our negative 8 and positive 3. So let's subtract 6x minus 7x, we have negative x, and then negative 8 plus 3, we have minus 5, all over our denominator. Now the examples that we've completed so far, there was one that we needed to factor out using the factoring method of the difference of two squares. But remember, when we add or subtract polynomials, that we want to factor last. So I'm looking at our solution. I'm noticing that our denominator is a trinomial, and I want us to factor that to see if we can come up with some factors. And then also look at the numerator. Remember, we never want to have a negative first term. So that means we're going to factor out a negative GCF, and that GCF is going to be negative 1. Therefore, the negative x becomes a positive x, the minus 5 becomes a positive 5, and we have negative 1 times x plus 5. Then our denominator. Let's use the x puzzle. What are factors of negative 20? That when we add those factors, we have positive 1. Keep in mind, as we set up our template, our signs are going to be different because the sign of the last term is negative. So 5 and 4, the 5 will be positive, the 4 will be negative. So here we go, x and x, positive 5 minus 4. And then let's cancel. Cancel all pairs that's common to the numerator and denominator. So we're going to cancel out the x plus 5s, and our solution is the numerator. We have negative 1 times 1, that's negative 1. In our denominator, we have x minus 4. And that is our solution. Next example. We have number 7, 6x minus 11 over x squared minus 9x plus 20 plus 6 minus 5x over x squared minus 9x plus 20. Let's combine our numerators, keeping the denominator the same. 6x minus 11 plus 6 minus 5x. We're adding two polynomials together, therefore we're going to combine like terms in the numerator. Bringing our x's together, we have 6x minus 5x. Bringing our integers together, we have negative 11 plus 6. All over our denominator, x squared minus 9x plus 20. Combine your x's. Combine, meaning simplify here your integers. And we have here x minus 5 all over our denominator. Can we factor that denominator? The numerator, we have x minus 5. There's nothing that we can do there. But for our denominator, what are factors of 20? That when we add those factors, we have negative 9. Now keep in mind our sign of the last term is positive, so we're going to have the same signs, same negatives. So we're going to use 4 and 5 or 5 and 4. We have x minus 5 times x minus 4. That's our binomial. And then what is next? We are going to cancel all pairs of factors that's common to the numerator and denominator. We're going to cancel out the x minus 5s. And then our solution, we have 1 over x minus 4. There we go.